Right. So before we jumping into this sixth point, let's do one exercise just to recap our basics, what we learned till now. Okay. And I'll learn one more method called getText in this lecture, and then we will switch to customized text path. Okay, so let's use the Salesforce only. Username, password, login. So once you click on login, you should see some error, right? Yeah. So right now we are entering username, we are entering password and clicking on login button, and then this error message is displayed. Now I want this error message to be printed in my console just to validate if this is displaying or not. Okay, so in that case, let's take a locator of this. Okay, so this is right click. I can take ID is there. You can use driver.findElementBy.id, or you can use the CSS as well. So we did not take the CSS from Chrome, right? Okay, so move your mouse here. It's highlighting entire block. So this is not right CSS. You can get it from Firefox, but I'm just trying out from Chrome. This one, yeah, this is the right one. So let me use this CSS selector. So after clicking in login button, driver.findElementBy.CSS selector div hash error dot login error. Okay, so if you want, just validate if it is correct or not. Let's not be specific. Console, oops. So you can clear the console. So if you see different UI here, like it is shrinking as like mobile, just make sure you click this so that you will get web view. So for CSS it's just dollar, right? No X. So double quote and close this, and inside you will pass your actual code. All right, and hit an enter. Cool, you see that? So this is perfect and my script will never fail now. Okay, so once after reaching here, do you want to send keys? No, this is not edit box to enter something. Do you want to click? No. What is the point in clicking here? You want to grab this text. Okay, you want to get this text, right? And you want to print it in your output. So if you want to get that text from here, you have to tell which is the right method. I will not tell this time. I'll just click dot. You will get all the methods. Select the right method which you feel is the right to get the text. I'm scrolling down. You can have a view on my window and try to guess. Click equals. How do you get the text from that error message? I hope you got it now. This one. Get text. Simple, right? By seeing the name itself we are understanding. We go and get the text which is present at this CSS selector. So this CSS selector is pointing to this block and we are grabbing the text from it. Okay, that's all, simple. So once we grab the text, to see it in your output you need to print it in your console window, right? So just say system dot out println, just a Java step to print the message whatever you are seeing. So the output of this step will be printed in your console. Okay, so right click, run Java application, and it should go to login page. Okay, done. You see that? See the output. Please check your username and password. If you still can't log in, contact your Salesforce administrator, which is displaying here. Cool, right? So that's how you can get and grab the error messages or anything. You can grab any text from the browser using getText method. you can click on any button or link or anything in your browser using click method. You can type some information or you can input anything into the browser using send keys method. And here you see we have dealt with ID, we have dealt with name, class name, XPath and CSS. Okay, so this makes a complete script, isn't it? And we are invoking it using Chrome driver. You can use Firefox driver here and use Gecko driver, so that same test will run on Firefox. It's up to you. Same code you can use any browser, and you can use Internet Explorer driver here and put web.ie.driver so that it invokes in IE browser. Okay, so that's how you handle the locators in Selenium and identify the actions. So these are the actions: send keys, click, get text. These are the three actions. Okay, so if you are using the version of Firefox less than 54, you may have an advantage of using this FirePath, where you will get directly without right clicking and all. But this is now outdated, forget about it. But in my lectures, as again I'm repeating, I'll use this because I don't want to time waste every time in right clicking and copying here, validating, so that, and copying into Notepad. This kills our time. Okay, so we should only concentrate on this execution like this. Okay, you should not spend time in getting XPath and doing all this. So that's why I use that FirePath tool to quickly get that, so that it's easy for me to in training purpose and to avoid to avoid waste of time. Okay, so that's the main intention. All right, so let's go back now, as we have refreshed with one end-to-end script. We are good, and we will go back to the 6th point and start our understanding on generating customized XPath and CSS. Okay, thank you.